When I was first starting to help restaurants with restaurant marketing about 6 years ago, I knew text message marketing would be pretty good because it had worked on me a few times as a customer of restaurants, and I knew that open rates on text message marketing were like 10 times that of email. But then I read the numbers behind text message marketing. 1 in 3 people open up text within 1 minute of receiving them from businesses, or that about 20% of people who received a text actually click through on that link that they receive. In this video, I'll share with you 5 different ways you can use text message marketing in your restaurant, including 5 different examples from real restaurants and the real numbers behind their real campaigns. I wasn't ready for just how powerful text message marketing would be for restaurants until I saw it in action at Bella Roma Bakery and Pizzeria in Port St. Lucie. And at the time, the owner Sal had just started using an online ordering system, but was having trouble promoting it to get people to order directly from his website, which was problematic because you know what that means as a restaurant operator. It means that all the orders go through Uber Eats instead, and Sal gets hosed with fees and loses all the customer data. So he was looking for a way to get people to go directly to them, and he had secretly been building a gold mine. He had a bunch of table tents on his tables and QR codes on them in his dining room for customers to join his text list, and would send them occasional text messages when he added new menu items and so forth. So he brought me in to figure out how we could use that list to drive more online orders directly through his website. And when I heard about his big list, I knew that we finally had the perfect opportunity to try the text message marketing I'd been hearing about. So we really needed to increase direct online orders, and what we decided to do was offer free delivery for 72 hours and get the word out via his text message marketing list. In just those 3 days, his previous $150 in daily sales average rose to over $1,000 per day, a more than 600% increase. He literally had so many orders that he didn't even have the delivery drivers to handle them anymore. So we started having to use third-party drivers in addition to in-house. Since then, Sal has used text message marketing to drive his regulars from his dining room to order exclusively from his website rather than through third-party apps. He's built up his direct online sales from under $5,000 a month to over $12,000 a month flowing through his website. And over $3,000 of that increase is coming directly from text message marketing every month. But it's not just Sal. It's important that we cover how you can actually build up your text message marketing list, because it's necessary to do text message marketing. Text message marketing is not a strategy for getting new customers. It's a strategy for making more from existing customers and keeping them engaged. The best restaurant example I've seen is Timmerie Shibley, the owner at Doodah Diner in Wichita, Kansas. The way she does it is she has multiple offers that you can actually see if you go into her dining room on the tables, on the posters, and the different offers appeal to different people to share their numbers and to opt into her text message marketing program. The first offer is to join her list to get notified with her monthly special, with a QR code that you can scan and join. She has posters on the walls near her host stand and table tents that share that one. Then the second offer she has for customers to join her text list is join our VIP club to be entered in a raffle to win a $500 Amazon gift card every month, with a QR code to scan and join on her website. She has posters up on her windows advertising this right by her front door, so that even people who are in the parking lot who don't even go to her restaurant can scan to join, and she can reach them with text message marketing. Then the third offer is a hybrid of the two. It says join our online club to get updates on deals, events, menu specials, and more, with a QR code that people can scan and join, and this is also on table tents. Beyond just being in her dining room, she has 3 different places on her website for people to opt into her text message marketing list with the same types of offers. These offers, by the way, have built up a list of 3,612 people, which is a ton for a single location diner in Wichita, Kansas. It's a gold mine. Okay, so now that we've established how we build up our text message marketing list, how do we actually use it? That brings us to strategy number 1, the monthly specials text that Doodah Diner uses. One of the big ways that Timmerie is getting regulars to join her text message marketing list is by telling them that they'll be the first to be notified about her changing monthly specials. So every month, when those come out on the first week of the month, she sends a text saying, "Hey Adam, this week we've got our famous crab cake Benedict back for a limited time at Doodah Diner. featuring juicy crab cakes, crispy hash browns, soft poached eggs, creamy sauce, crunchy asparagus, and spicy bacon bits for a flavor-packed treat. Order through our app on the App Store or in-store before it sells out with a link where they can order. And just like that, thousands of dollars in additional orders pour in that week because she has become famous in her community for having amazing monthly specials. There's a few smart things about what she's doing that make it work particularly well. First, she's using both urgency and scarcity. Urgency when she talks about how it's only this week, and scarcity when she says while supplies last. Better move fast if you want that crab cake Benedict. Second, she's delivering value in her text. Unusual gourmet treats from a chef they already love, her husband, Chef Patrick. So it's no wonder why she's become so famous in her community with this text message marketing campaign. Over the years of doing this, I believe it has driven her over $200,000 in additional sales, trackable back to text message marketing, and builds a super close relationship with her regulars. But speaking of becoming famous in our community, there's another SMS marketing strategy I highly recommend for driving sales indirectly rather than directly, which is strategy number 2, the review text. This one runs completely on autopilot and generates reviews for the restaurant automatically. I first saw it in action with the owner Omar at Talkin' Tacos because he used it to get over 100 5-star reviews, which show up on Google, help with their SEO, and help their conversion rate on their website. It makes their brand look extra popular in their community to constantly be getting 5-star reviews. So how they do it with text is really genius. They set things up so that after a customer places an order on their website or on their app, the system waits until 60 minutes after they get their food, and then it says, "Hey Adam, how was your experience with us today? We'd love if you could take 30 seconds to share feedback," and then here's where the magic happens. They put in a rating from 1 to 5 stars and they share their feedback. If the experience was 1 star and negative, the system tells them, "We are so sorry to have let you down. We forwarded your message to our managers and we'll be in touch shortly." This is extremely powerful because studies show that negative reviews can cost a restaurant over $700 every time they happen from lost new customers that don't go to that restaurant because of that negative review. But if restaurants positively respond to negative reviews and apologize to the customer relationship can be saved before that negative review ends up on Yelp. So this gives their operators constant visibility into how guest experiences are going and lets them address the bad ones quickly and quietly so that they don't end up on Yelp, because we all know how that goes. But if they give their experience 5 stars, the system tells them, "Great, we'd love your help to spread the word in our community. Can you take 30 seconds to post a review online?" Then it gives them a link where they can review the dishes they had, and those reviews get automatically posted online and showcased then throughout the restaurant's website and online menu and app. This is how they've gotten hundreds of additional 5-star reviews over the years. They set it up using our online platform at Owner.com, which integrates with their online ordering system, and it integrates with their app and point of sale system to get this done for them automatically. For full transparency, I'm a very biased source on this topic as one of the creators of the Owner.com platform, which is how I know how well this one works because I've seen it firsthand, but this video isn't supposed to be an Owner commercial. So let's move on to the next one. But before we get into it, if you've found this video helpful so far, I recommend clicking the subscribe button down below. It's completely free and it helps because I post a few breakdowns on what's working today in restaurant marketing a few times a month, based on my experience in helping thousands of restaurants grow over the past 6 years. I'm really excited to share this next one because the results it has achieved for Rahul at Saffron are absolutely bananas. The best part is that it also runs on autopilot, like the review one, and it's been extremely powerful for driving direct sales, which is number 3, the weekly reminder text. This strategy is all about building and reinforcing the process of ordering at the same time for your regulars. The restaurant owner I see using this best is Rahul from Saffron Indian Kitchen in Philadelphia. He sets up his text message marketing to look at each time a customer, specifically a regular customer, orders from him every week. And then it sends a text right before that specific time reminding them to order. Let's say I'm that regular who orders green curry on Friday nights. The text that goes out is like, hey Adam, there's no better way to end the week on Friday night than with some delicious Indian food. We've got some naan and green curry with your name on it. Come join us in the dining room or order takeout or deliver using our app at saffronaffiliate.com. It's that simple. And Rahul is seeing over $11,500 per month in additional sales from text message marketing. This campaign is the biggest driver of those additional sales. And it's so powerful because, as you may have noticed with your regulars, people are creatures of habit. Our most valuable customers in restaurants tend to order or stop in at the same time every week. But sometimes they forget or something distracts them, which can be dangerous because if they forget enough times in a row, then they're no longer a regular and they move on to another place. So just by nudging them at the right time with those text messages once a week during the time when they typically order, it strikes this perfect balance of being helpful and driving orders and keeping regulars engaged, but without getting overly spammy, which is so key with text. It actually works really well paired with this next strategy. Strategy number 4, the new menu item text. This one is self-explanatory. When you add an unusual or exciting new menu item, your superfans who are subscribed to your text list love to be the first one to hear about it. Anga, the owner of Matanga's Pizzeria in San Antonio, is the best I've seen at this one. She's literally used it to drive hundreds of thousands of dollars in sales because every season she introduces a few new seasonal specials to test with her customers. For example, this season, she's introducing a Mac sauce pizza that tastes like a Big Mac. So she uses her text subscriber list of over 15,000 people to promote it, sending them a message like, hey Adam, our new menu item for summer is our Mac sauce pizza, inspired by the Big Mac. It's got crispy bacon, ground beef, and Thousand Island dressing blended for our perfect summer pizza. I had the opportunity to visit her while I was in San Antonio last week and got to speak with 5 of her regulars while I was in her dining room because I was curious, did they really like getting these seasonal reminders from her? And when I asked them, they all loved it and they felt it kept them up to date and got excited when she had tasty new treats to share because that's what she's become known for in her community. This is very similar to the Timmery strategy, but the difference is that rather than being a monthly special with limited time and limited quantity, it's a seasonal special with less urgency and less scarcity to do it, but it's less frequent so it can be layered with all of these other text message marketing campaigns without feeling spammy. So because one of the keys to text message marketing is you only send texts that are relevant and valuable, and you only do it less than twice a week. As soon as you exceed that twice a week point, it starts to become spammy and annoying as a regular. Anga has been using this for years and she credits text message marketing with driving her at least $200,000 in additional sales over the past 3 years from her tracking. But I'd recommend checking out her channel. She actually is a YouTuber that posts videos on this at the Making Dough Show, where she more deeply explains how it works for her. Speaking of things that work, that brings us to our final example for this video, one of the most powerful strategies that Otavio's uses, which has been a huge part of how they've been able to turn off the delivery apps like DoorDash and Uber Eats altogether because they get so much direct business, which is strategy number 5, the loyalty program text. This is a text that reminds customers of their loyalty points and their pending rewards. Like I mentioned, Antoinette, the owner of Otavio's, is the first one to come to mind for this strategy because she uses it the best I've ever seen. She has it set up so that when a customer passes 2,000 points on her system, meaning they've spent over $200 with her, it waits until Tuesdays, which are the slower days for her, the days she's trying to fill up, and then it sends them a text saying, hey Adam, you've earned 2,000 points and can get select appetizers for free with your next order. That simple text that reminds them of exactly how many points they've got and the fact that they're going to expire is driving an extra $3,500 per month in sales at her single location in Lakeside, California. And it's on autopilot so that anytime a customer spends over $200 and gets those loyalty points, it reminds them that next Tuesday. It's so powerful because it uses the most effective word in marketing, free, to compel them to act and then reminds them that their loyalty points expire, so they have an urgency to redeem those free rewards. Anyway, those are the 5 strategies that I've seen work best for text message marketing for restaurants. If you want them done for your restaurant automatically, then I have good news for you, which is that I've spent the past 6 years with my team building the ultimate restaurant marketing platform at Owner.com. It's got all of these campaigns built in and more, so if you want to learn more or see it in action, then visit Owner.com to get a free demo and see if it might be a fit for you. And if you liked this video on maximizing sales from existing customers using text message marketing, it's also super important to learn the best way to get new customers, which online is hands down SEO. I made a video specifically on restaurant SEO using Google and showing up first for the most important terms. I'll put that to the right of me right here so that you can see it and click in and watch it next.